So I'm Edward, and I joined the orchestra, I think back in 2008, January of that year. So I've been with the orchestra for quite a long time now. They were auditioning for a new leader, so I am the leader of the Leamington Sinfonia, have been for some years. So the violin is part of the string family. It sits right at the top. It's the highest stringed instrument. This particular violin is a German made violin, 19th century. It's quite a dark wood, and actually when I got it, what I was attracted to was the sort of slightly deeper sound it made. I mean, everyone thinks of a violin, they think of this kind of smooth sound with the bow, but actually the violin can also, you can pluck the string, which is called pizzicato. That makes quite a different sound. And you can pluck with the right hand, like this, or indeed with the left hand. And some composers will, especially to create very fancy passages, will use a bit of both, the sort of. So those kind of techniques. You can also create harmonics on the violin. So there are some natural harmonics, which just means placing your finger very lightly in certain places. And so on. So that's just placing them very lightly, but you can actually create a harmonic of any note on the violin by doing a false harmonic, which means putting one finger down very firmly and the other down very lightly. And then there are all sorts of other techniques that you can use on the violin, but one particular thing is just making different sort of sounds with the bow. So there's a very smooth sound, a legato sound, but you can also bounce the bow a little on the string, which creates different effects, and also play much closer to the bridge, which distorts the sound. And so I've got a little extract which illustrates actually all of those techniques. Yeah, so I've started when I was 8 years old. There was a notice put out in our school, basically said there's going to be a teacher coming to teach anyone who would like to play the violin. All you need to do is buy yourself a violin and turn up. And so we did. My parents bought me a violin that was worth £55. It was a small violin, at the time I was only 8. And joined a class of about, I think, 15 people, which was fairly disastrous, since they basically had someone at the front say, hold the violin like this, play what's in front of you, and it was not good at all. We moved house when I was 9 years old, and I started again and had individual lessons, and that's where I really kind of took off playing the violin.